Good morning. It is Saturday, June 1st. Skipped yesterday. I'd not slept great the night before, so yesterday was largely getting a few things accomplished so I'd be ready for today, and making sure I got plenty of sleep was one of them. But today is the auction, day one of the spring 2019 used gaming auctions. This is going to be miniatures here. I got a couple hours to get up there, or before it starts. I want to get there a little early, so less than that, but and then this afternoon will be role-playing games. So excited! So, basically just been getting things ready. And amongst that is I got to eat. I just made myself some pancakes with like peanut butter and honey, because that way it's easy and cheap, and the peanut butter gives it a decent amount of protein to help me get through. Because ultimately, I'll end up eating out a lot this weekend. Because most likely I'll be up at the auction, and therefore I'll just eat from the fast food places right around there. So it's quick. I'll be leaving, like I said, for the auction in half hour, 45 minutes. I'm going to try and edit a video. I have that world building video I made like within the last month, I think. Around that long ago almost. Just trying to get it edited maybe, so it can export over the day. We'll see if I have enough time to do that. And wonderful. So I got the video edited and it's exporting now. So I'm going to pull things together and head off to the auction. Probably get there a little early, which is certainly good. Get ready. Get my number, my seat. If you've been with me long, you're of course very familiar with these auctions. They happen about twice a year, and I always look forward to them. They are a large part of the reason that I have as many gaming things as I do, because gaming products are expensive, and some things, like a lot of like the most of like the 5th edition stuff, I get new because it's new. I don't want that, but like for example, any 4th edition book, most of my 3.5, about half of my Pathfinder, a lot of just the random games that I just have here and there have come from the used gaming auction. It's basically people can come and put their old games that they no longer want, or books for games, or whatever it may be, in the auction. And my friendly local gaming store sells those off. And however much they sell for, the person that put it in gets that full amount in store credit. So the person can get new games or comics or whatever, cool stuff Fantasy Shop sells. But then the store gets the amount at that time. So in other words, the store is basically using it to make sure that they make money and get, nice chunks of money to, because if you look much into running a hobby shop, those fail a lot. But my friendly local gaming store does pretty well, and I'm positive this is one of the reasons. For me, it is immensely fun. If I were just into the stuff, I would probably just go for role-playing games most of the time. But I go to all three because it's just a time to hang out with a bunch of nerds in a room, and there's energy, and there's jokes, and it's just fun. But yeah, so I'm gonna go try and get some people's old gaming stuff and increase my gaming collection. I have set aside my majority of my tax return when I got it back, just in anticipation for today. And I am so very excited. Let's get going. There is a lot of stuff this weekend. I knew we had a lot more lot numbers, but wow, this takes up a lot of space. It's all on the floor too. Wow. Anyways, miniatures to start.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. We have some high elves. We've got one chariot that's complete painted. We've got another chariot that's in parts, and then we got a figure that John wants. If you're interested in selling it to him after you have paid for it. We're going to start the bidding at $1 for some high elf chariots and a high elf character. So I have $1. I've got $1 in the back. You can keep the card held up. $1, $1. Anyone else? Sold for $1 to $3.15.
No, yes, no, sorry.
Okay, moving on to lot. I will remember this by the end of today. I will give you lot numbers. So 0002, we have some high elf cavalry. They are heavier cav. Do we have $1 for some high elf cavalry for Warhammer Age of Sigmar? We got $1, $1, $1. Anybody want to give me $2? We got $2 over here, $2, $3, $3. Anybody want 4? Going once, twice, sold for $3 to 309 for lot number 0002. So I'm jumping up to lot number 121. Now I know that these are probably really hard to see on the screen because they're epic. They're really, really tiny figures. This is a whole bunch of infantry. We got some Termagants. We got some Zoanthropes. For epic 40K. Does anyone want to start me off at $1 for Tyranid epic figures? There's no bases, but we got a whole bunch of bugs. Who wants to start me off at $1 for some epic Tyranids? We got $1 in the back. Does anyone want to give me $2? We got $1. $1, anyone want to give me 2? Give me $2. Got $2 over on the side. $3, $4. I got $3. Got $4. Got $4 up front. Anyone want to give me 5? I'm looking for $5. Going once. Going twice. I got $5 in the back. $6. $6 going once. Going twice. Sold for $6. Number 3. 25. Lot number 141. Now I'm going to assume that you saw the many pictures that we have online for lot number 124. This was a really, really nice collection of X-Wing. I think we took 9 or 12 pictures of this particular lot just because to be able to see what's inside the box was so massive. I'm not going to hold it up because I can't. So who's going to start? Do we have any silent bids?
We're starting at $151.
We're starting at $151. Does anyone want to go? I got 152, 153, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72.
Go to 200.
Okay, we're at 200.
200. 300.
Okay, we got $300. Anyone want to give me more than $300? I would love it if you gave me more than $300. So would the person who put this in. But we're at $300. Anyone want to give me 301? Going once, twice, sold for $300 to 303. Lot number 124.
So I didn't get that big X-Wing. I was willing to go up to like just over 200 on, but the person that did paid like 300, so it was well over what I was going to do. So I don't feel they were willing to get it. I didn't just lose out. Otherwise, I spent like $11 so far, and we're on our first break. Walking around, stretching. Still much more ahead of us. And I realized as we started back that there were like 20 lots right there that I had no interest in. So I also went and grabbed a smoothie, which is like $8. So it's more than were I to just get something to eat. But at this point, I get one like every time I have the come to the auction. So it's kind of a tradition with it. It's kind of something that I look forward to it because otherwise I don't go to Smoothie King unless Mom's paying, other than when I'm here at the auction. But so I get this, and hopefully they'll be mostly through the stuff I'm just not interested in by the time I get back in there.
Okay, we've got Space Wolf Terminator. So those are like Wolf Lords or something, right? John, what are Space Wolf Terminators called?
Wolf Guard.
Wolf Guard.
Terminator armor.
Okay, so we've got Wolf Guard and Terminator armor. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 Wolf Guard and Terminator armor. I'm looking for $1. I got $1. Who's wanting to give me 2? I'm looking at $1 up front. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15's about.
15, will you go 16? I got $15 up front. Anyone want to go 16? 15 once, 15 twice. Sold to the seventh bidder for $15, number 1096. Okay. Is all this together?
Yes, all of that is one ginormous.
Okay, so we've got.
Including the tub.
Oh,
Yeah, the tub as well.
I picked up the less significant piece, at least size-wise. So we have a Plano fish tackle box, 732. These are $39.99 at Walmart. They're actually on the boards, probably the best thing for you to store your X-Wing stuff in. We've got a first edition starter box. We've got a mass of other ships. And because, you know, if you love Star Wars, you probably like Star Trek too. We've got Star Trek minis in here as well, of the HeroClix variety. I'm going to assume that you have looked at the pictures that we posted online. For this, we're going to start the bidding at $110. So we got 110. Got 111, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39,
175.
175, 176, 77, 78, what, 200? I got 200. Oh, I have 201. Anyone interested in, heck, even going to back to 300? We liked that number earlier, but we're at 200 right now. 200, or I'll take 201. 200 going once, 200 going twice. Sold for $200 to 303. Lot number 2128. Okay, so 36 or 4108. So we have Seraphon, we have a Carnosaur with really angry reptile on top, and we have a Start Collecting box that oddly enough doesn't have a Carnosaur in it. So I'm going to guess that these two have something to do with each other. We're going to start at anything? $11. At $11. I got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51 will take it. $51, and we're going once, twice, 3 times. It's sold to 301 for $51, 4108. Thank you very much for your generosity, sir. 4109. We have some undead cavalry. We've got some undead infantry. We've got some undead giant things, and we've got some undead sprues. So we've got a whole bunch of living things because they're undead. Get it? Ha ha ha. So we're going to start the bidding at $1. Who's interested in a whole bunch of undead? We got $1, $2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, $21, $21. Anyone interested in going above $21? Sold for $21 to 314, lot number 4108. No, 4109. Let's try that again.
And it's 440. There aren't a whole lot of lots that I'm all that interested in left in miniatures. Role-playing games is supposed to start at 5. I was worried it would run into it, and it is definitely going to at this point. So I just sort of left my stuff in my chair, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go eat. So yeah, I'm gonna grab something to eat, then head back to finish that up. They've actually been doing things where, like, I guess they really want to encourage people to be in store for the auction. So like giving little prizes away every so often. And I'll probably miss out on the opportunity for my number to be drawn. But it's going to be stuff for miniatures anyways. And I'm like, I'd rather be there the whole time for role-playing games, because that's the stuff I'd care more about anyways. But yeah, so I'm just kind of, like, I could drive, but I'm just like walking across the lot. Fast food joints over here. I'll just grab something to eat. And so I'm kind of deciding between Hardee's and Taco Bell. And typically, the folks at Taco Bell have a little more idea what they're doing, and it'll probably take less time to get my food. A lot of times the people at Hardee's have no idea how to do their job. So decided Taco Bell would be the best given the time crunch. I could just have taken it back, but I have to carry it over there and then eat in there, and they don't have like a table, so probably just eat. Just had a few more lots, but be a little more relaxing. So yeah, basically walked out for like 20 minutes. It's now like 5. Headed back, and they're still going to be on Minis games. But I'd rather miss out on some of that than miss out on any of the role-playing game stuff. Role-playing game stuff is going to be shorter. We're not going super late because there wasn't a huge amount. But there was a lot more miniatures. And I was telling some of the folks up there, I'm like, we got like double the miniatures, and they're like, I don't think it's that much more than last time. I'm like, yeah.
5272. I have a High Elf Repeating Bolt Thrower. I have the Mordor Troll, which quite frankly is the best looking troll that they have ever released. It's just not legal in Warhammer games competitively. And we've got Beastigore, so we've got guys with horns. Who are we starting off with $1? Got $1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $12, $12, $13. Sorry, didn't see you there, sir. $14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, $27. Anyone else interested? Sold for $27 to 307, lot number 5272. With our eternal gratitude, thank you very much for coming. If you came for the minis, and again, we apologize for delaying the RP stuff. We've got 3 Primaris Inceptors and 1 Primaris Captain and Grav armor. It would have been really nice if I'd read that the first time. So we've got 4 Primaris stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $10, $10. Sold for $10 to 302. Lot number 5701. Thank you very much. We got one last prize before we go. Everybody, I want to just say thank you very much for your attention and your time. Thank you for coming out to the auction. We'll probably be turning right around and starting RP here in just a minute.
We're going to let you check out. We're going to let you go to the bathroom. And then we're going to start up again.
So we'll probably take a 20, 30-minute break. Or 5 minutes.
They're just about to start, and it's 6, so they're about an hour late on RPGs.
Any other questions before I start shouting numbers at you guys? I want to let you guys know in advance, I was never a strong reader. It's why I love comic books. Pictures help with context clues, so if I'm mispronouncing your favorite games, please do not think low of me. I go by pictures, and that is how my brain works.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. You guys will probably know better than I do anyway. Some of the stuff is going to be older than I am. All right, so are we starting off with lot number 125? All right, guys, we're starting at lot number 125. It looks like we got the World of Warcraft role-playing core game. Are we starting off at any?
$9.
We're starting off at $9. We got 9, 10, 11, 12.
10.
You're out. All right, you got $11. Anyone else in? $11, 12, 13, 14. Out at 14? I'll say. Oh, you're still in?
For 14.
14, you're still in, then 15. Anyone else in? $15? All right, so it looks like $15 to number 346, lot number 125. All righty.
Yeah.
We all ready to keep going? All right, so now to lot number 1004. It looks like I have a character part, the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. I also have the companion, and it looks like the core book. Starting off at $1, right? All right, $1. They got $2 somewhere. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry, what was that? 30. Anyone else in for $30? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All right. Anyone else in for 35? All right, $35 to 346. All right. 1005. Look, I have Ars Magica?
Yes.
Art of Magic?
Ars Magic.
Ars. Okay, that's where I'm like, is this supposed to say Mars? Is there supposed to be a T in there? I'm not sure. And if you're familiar with what these other role-playing guys are, have at it. Starting off at $1, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. You still on 55? You still in at 60? 65? 70?
rare set there.
I'll drop out and say.
You drop out at 70. Anyone else interested in this guy for $70? All right. Oh, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. Are we still in at 85? I'll say still at 90.
You go on.
Look, all right, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. You're at a 95? Anyone else in at 95? 303 got it for $95. I got everyone's favorite thing,
Shake it.
dice. And it even has, I'll say some of like the elder dice with like little Nordic runes and a few of the Chesek cases too for the D6s. Starting off at anything? All right, we got $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Anyone? Every time went down at 12. Is anyone going to give me $12 to take this home?
She's incorrect. These are not dice. This is a gamer's call. So it's sort of like duck hunting.
Did someone say they need a paladin?
11. Was anyone? I'm gonna go back. $11. Bag of dice for $11.
All nines at 10.
Yeah, that was 10.
All right, so then we're going back to $10. Then to 10. So
He's got it at 10.
yeah, he has it at 10. Do you want it for $11? All right, it's $11 to 326.
And I spent 155. Didn't get any of the things I was going to spend a whole lot on. They all went for much more than I was willing to go. But still, got some cool stuff. It's been raining off and on for a little bit now, so it'll be fun trying to get it out to the car, but we'll see. All right, so yeah, it was raining when the auction ended. So I waited until it was only slightly raining and pulled up and got everything in the car. And it stopped, but it was complaining. Wants me to buckle the stuff in because it weighs enough that it thinks there's a person there. So, yeah, lots of stuff. It's 9. Really, we ended like 8:30, but I waited for the rain to slow down. We didn't actually start RPGs until 6. It's supposed to start at 5, but minis ran so far over. And I talked to a couple people like, I think it's gonna go over. I'm like, nah. It's like, oh, I was right. I was right. Hope the rain slows down even more to make it easier to get the stuff into the house, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, the rain had slowed down for me to get stuff in the car. I hope it slows down again for me to get stuff out of the car, because it picked up again. All right, and so I brought in the the bags of bits and such that I got, because they're just in bags and that won't be hurt by the rain. And my thought was, and I can just like bring out a big trash bag and just make some trips, but I'm gonna have to wait for it to slow down at least a little bit before I can even do that. But so got some plastic bags in thus far, so so I'll just hang out inside for a little bit and wait for it to calm down at least a little. And praise God. When I went out to check, if it was at least slow enough that I can start doing some trips of stuff in bags, it had stopped completely, no rain. So I just hurried up, grabbed the box, and got it all in. But, 4 bags down there that's just bits. So I got that. As far as other stuff that I picked up in the auction, War Machine Prime hardcover, one of the old ones, which I have the book but in soft cover, so I got it in hardcover. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of what is mostly Dungeon magazine. There were 5 in there. I got the ones that went for less than $10. I did not get the one that went for $400, which was the one that included like the first 3 issues, as well as a few other really early The Dungeon magazine issues. I'd have loved to, and I'm like, you can check what it goes for online, but I was like, I could go up to like $50. I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, it's an amazing collector's item, but yeah, it wasn't happening, and I knew that. But oh well, I got some other stuff. Let's see. We got 2nd edition Player's Handbook, Monstrous Manual, then a couple others, and then I spent a little more than I would have really liked to, but I got 3.5 Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide, because I looked at them and they're basically, I just checked the edges and they're relatively good condition. And a lot that goes through there is worse, so I was like, let's just get it. I've tried to get those books for so long and failed, so I was like, might as well just make sure I pick them up today. It's like I have like the 3.0 versions, but 3.5 always goes for a bit more than I want to spend. Oh well. Those whatever spot things wasn't why I got this. This, you know, not a terrible book to grab. Spell Compendium, nice. There was another lot that basically a guy for this, and then I found out he also was going after Manual of the Planes and Deities and Demigods that were in that lot with it. But I already have both of those, so that lot went for like $60. I got this for like a third of that, but this was the main book in there, and Spell Compendium's cool too. So I was glad to get that. There was 1 or 2 other people there that were interested in 4th edition, unfortunately, so I did not get a lot of what I wanted with 4th edition, but I did get this lot, whatever, Wingrave, Manual of the Planes, DMG2, and Dragon Magazine Annual. So I got some new 4th edition content to add to my lovely spot on the shelf. I was actually pretty pleased to get this lot. I have no idea what this book is, other than it's World Builder's Guidebook, and I do world building, so I was like, that's cool. And then Tome of Beasts is like a monster manual by a third party that I have the pawns for. So, no, I have Creature Codex. Okay. Oh well. I believe they came out with pawns for both Tome of... Like, the same company did both of them. I have the other one. Whoops. Still, extra 5th edition monsters. And then, got a very good deal on this lot. A lot of it's whatever. No idea what either of those are. Not familiar with this. But this is a good condition Genesis book. Does it give? No, but I think it's like a $50 or $60 book that I got for like $20. And it's basically, it's the Star Wars, like the current Star Wars game, like that system, only for generic. Which I don't know if I would ever play that, because the thing that I dislike most about the Star Wars game is that it's a bad system. But I thought it was cool that they came out with a generic version of it, so I grabbed it. So now that it's all just on the table, ignore some of this. This is my stuff already on the table. Well, this wasn't. This was a magazine that's free there, because it's upcoming products. Yeah, so all this stuff on the table, and then also some bits. For about $150. Again, I will be there tomorrow, on and off, probably tomorrow is gonna go so long, and I don't. There is so much of the stuff that I just don't care about. Because the thing is, with board games, I also look at the shelf space it's gonna take up and be like, I don't care about that much. Even if it were free, there's so many things I'm like, I don't want to have to take up space on my shelf for that. So, yeah, it's like there are only some games that I'm interested in tomorrow, but I want to go, but I guess I'll see what else I have to do with my time. But, yeah. Lots of fun books for today, though. I mean, it's late. It's almost 10:30. And I haven't really dug through the books any more than what I showed you. But because I got both the smoothie and Taco Bell today, I've already spent too much money going out to eat, so I didn't want to pick something up on my way home. So I made some ramen. And actually gave a go at soft-boiled eggs, I hope. Mildly. They're not completely runny, but they're definitely not fully hard-boiled. But yeah, so gonna have some ramen and then just head to bed. Thank you for joining me. I had a great day at the auction today. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.